Your child ever turn their back on you when you're trying to give them those nuggets of wisdom, those pearls that you want them to receive with gladness and thanksgiving? Has that ever happened to you? It feels pretty disrespectful when they turn their back on you, right? They give you that silent treatment. How do you handle that? Well, I want to talk about something that I do that has been so helpful and has produced so much fruit in my kids. And it involves this spiral right here. First, you have to teach them, right? You have to talk to them about manners, why they're important, how they help keep relationships safe. If you want to know more about the contents of that talk, then let me know in the comments. I can make a separate video. But what I do is after the talk, I have them go write me a little paper and a summary, like a paragraph, depending on the child's ability, it's different. It's not important about the length, but what it does is it helps you as a parent gauge the impact of your talk. And it helps you know what next steps you need to take, whether you need to slow it down, reiterate things, re-explain things. So have them write a summary of what you guys talked about. Here's the summary that my daughter wrote, so you can kind of see how it may look or turn out. So 10 years old, I learned that your face says stuff too, and sometimes you can misunderstand them. And I should start making the face that matches what you're saying. If you be silent, then it might tell people you said no. So instead of being silent, you should say, I understand, and then you're okay. So obviously, she came back with the first paragraph, which was about faces. And that was not, in my mind, the main point that I was trying to drive home, because it was what sparked it all was her kind of the silence there and helping her to understand how sometimes that's not the best way to communicate to whoever's talking to you, especially an authority figure. It's not the best way to communicate that you understood or that you are okay with what they're asking of you. One of the greatest gifts you can give your child is to help them to learn how to be likable in whatever culture they're in whatever society they're in. Help them to learn that. It's something that I've learned, and it is so true. It opens up opportunities for them. People will bring them into opportunity and into blessing. And if you can just help your child to be likable. So that's really at the heart of this when I'm trying to teach my kids these concepts and taking the time to do that. You know, if I was at my job and my boss told me, hey, Jonathan, I need you to do this or that, and I just kind of didn't answer and turned away, might not be the best thing for my life. So yes, but what was surprising was she came back talking about the face, and that's maybe what God put on her heart that she took away from our talk. But then I had her go back a second time for that second paragraph about the silence, because that's really what I, as her father, wanted to teach her. So that's a tip. Have your kids write down a summary of what you say and then talk about that. And it's a great and invaluable tool for helping them to grow in their character and for you to get to know your child better, rather than, maybe some of the more, punishy ways of handling perceived disrespect. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think and what are some approaches you guys take when it comes to handling perceived disrespect from your kids.